game this afternoon, Kevin. Your thoughts on this afternoon's draw?
Yeah, it was a competitive game, wasn't it? And we always expected that to be the case. Kettering are a traditional side. They have a way of playing, and it served them well in recent weeks. So we're understanding of it, and pretty much we knuckled down well to their, the way that they play and whatever like. I think we could have done a bit better. I thought we started the game quite quickly, moved the ball quite well, but once it gets set, and if you don't, get behind them in those early periods, it can be difficult to break them down. But I thought a draw was probably a fair result. I don't think did either side do enough to win it. I mean, I guess they will say they have, but listen, we've knuckled down to it, and we know that everybody wants to beat us here.
And a game of penalties again, I guess.
Yes, we're not great at penalties, are we? I forget how many we missed in the last few seasons, and it's obviously they've missed one, we've missed one, and probably, like I say, it's difficult for Thierry to I can't blame him too much because he's been a terrific player for us. He had a tremendous game for us today. So these things happen, and we continue to search for a penalty take.
But fantastic record here. We're looking back over 2019 in here at St James Park, and that continues unbeaten again today.
Yeah, yes, and the level and the standard that these boys continue to play at, and it's with the greatest respect. We're always there to be shot at the moment, and until somebody does overcome us here, there's always going to be that little bit of a stigma to contend with. It's an easier place to play when you're scrapping and battling, and that bit of spirit. And I think from a mental perspective, it's a bit easier for Kettering. Take nothing away from them. They played the way that they do and loaded balls in on us, and it's tough to deal with. But we've shown again, and the most pleasing thing is that we've got boys there that, okay, if it's that sort of game and you have to roll your sleeves up, they're prepared to go and do so. And it's for me, it's quite a pleasing point at the end of the day. I think we look at it, and within the group, we know there's players there that haven't quite performed as well as they can. You have to give Kettering a lot of credit for not allowing us to, but equally, we've shown time and again that players have come through these difficult situations, and we're going to need to moving forward as well to be successful.
And we went behind on the half hour, but it's important to have come back so quickly. And Jimmy Armson back in the team.
Yep.
Getting that critical goal for us.
Yeah, I think we had a bit of a chat in there, and it was to not go too far from when they scored to then equalising was great. It showed a little bit of resolve and the character that we've got within the group. I think and I'm not making excuses. We've got a couple of the players that the captain who's out, who's a major player for us. To take 4 from 6 with him out of the side is fantastic. Kelvin's gone in there and done a great job after not having much game time. And even people will expect, I think, when they go down to 10 men, it doesn't change their route of play. They're still play for the restarts and load the ball on you. And from that perspective, even with 10 men, they're still a threat, and we've had to stand up and deal with that. And that's what gives me great heart. And I think real credit to those boys that we preserved that little bit of a record that we've got here in certainly this season. Yes, it's encouraging and delighted, because you're not always going to have it all your own way. Surfaces are going to become heavy, and to be aware of that and be able to roll your sleeves up and compete in a manner that we have is really encouraging for us.
And over 900 here today, so good atmosphere.
Yeah.
For a bank holiday game.
It's fantastic. Like I say, there was not a lot in the game. Did either side deserve to win it? Probably not. Like I say, they may make a case that they've had the better moments. I'm not going to say they haven't, and work Danny the harder. I first hold my hands up to that, but certainly trying to play and move the ball. We've got into areas and haven't really capitalised when we have got in those moments and those situations. But we continue to show that great endeavour and application to the cause, and it's I think a well-earned point today.
And finally, short recovery time now. It's Wednesday through to Saturday's trip to Telford. Yeah,
this is obviously the Christmas period, what it can bring, and the challenges that you face through it. Telford's a tough place to go again, and as we've stood here and said many a time before, there's going to be many tough challenges and competitive games along the way, and it's about learning and understanding what you face through the course of a season, and being equipped and coped to being equipped to cope with that sort of situation week in, week out, and whatever it throws at you. But that's the biggest thing I'll take from today, is the fact that, you know, they were prepared to roll the sleeves up, stick the head in when it most mattered, and take something from the game.
Kevin, thank you.
Thank you.